Hey everyone, happy Easter. I know you guys are seeing this the day after or days after Easter, but I hope you guys are enjoying your family time. I miss you guys so much. It's been so long. I have no idea what to think, but I hope you really are enjoying the time home with your family. Remember, use this time to do something new, something that you have more time to do now. Read a book. Not everything is about school, but since we are doing school right now, you guys are doing awesome with perimeter and area, and we have one more week of it. And this week we're gonna mix it up a little bit. So we're gonna go over a couple word problems, okay? So starting off, this first word problem says Mr. Ho wants to build a fence around his house. The length of the side of his house is 10 feet wide and 8 feet long. What is the perimeter of Mr. Ho's house? So I know it's been a while since we've been at school, but first we do at every single problem is, that's right, underline the question. Remember, we underline the question so we know that it is important, or we know what the question's asking of us. In this case, if we read the question again, or what we just underlined, what is the perimeter of Mr. Ho's house, we are solving for perimeter. Now, you guys have been doing an awesome job for perimeter, but last week we just did area. So, let's remind ourselves what perimeter is. Perimeter, or P, how do I solve perimeter? Well, you solve perimeter by adding all, I'm going to underline all, sides. Now, it's important that we add all the sides, okay? So, what really helps me for this one is drawing a picture. So, it says he wants to build a fence around his house. Okay, so usually houses are like a rectangle or a square. And then the length, it says the length of his house is 10 feet wide. So we're going to write 10 feet wide and 8 feet long. Right here, it says 8 feet long. Now, it only gave us two sides right here, right? But I know that this looks like a rectangle, and with rectangles, we know that opposite sides are equal. So if the opposite sides are equal, if this side's 10, this other side should also be 10. Correct? And the same goes here. If this side's 8, and that side equals 8. 8 feet. And then we are looking for perimeter. So we have to add up all the sides. So not just the two sides they gave us, not just this one, or this one. We have to add all of these sides. So we're going to add up all the sides. I'm going to do 10 plus 10 equals 20. And then have 8 plus 8 equals 16. And then add those two together. We get 36 feet. Now let's look back at the question, see if we solved it. The question says, what is the perimeter of Mr. Ho's house? We found that the perimeter is 36 feet. Nice job. Move on to the next one. This next one says, Kira is drawing a square. She tells me that the square has one length of 6 inches. Can you help me figure out the area and perimeter of her square? Okay, so Kira, lovely Kira, told me that she has a square. So let's draw a square. Oh, I forgot to do the most important thing. Underline the question. Can you help me figure out the area and perimeter of her square? So we need to find area and perimeter. Last question, we just solved perimeter. So we have to solve both this time. Okay, so Kira drew a square. We know that one length of it is 6 inches. So one side is 6 inches. That's all we know. Do you think Kira gave us enough information to figure out the area and perimeter? Even though she just gave us one number? Well, yes, she did. Because she told us it was a square. What do we know about a square? A square has all equal sides. So if we know one side of a square is 6 inches, we know the rest of the sides are also 6 inches. Correct? Good. So we're going to solve for both. We have to solve for perimeter and area. So to solve for perimeter, we did on the last question. Oh, let's change that color. We solved on the last question that perimeter, you need to do what? You need to add all sides. So let's add up all the sides. We have 6 plus 6 equals 12. And then another 6 and 6 which equals 12, and then 12 plus 12 equals 24. Good. Did we answer the question? No, we only answered part of it. We solved for the perimeter. Now we have to solve for area. So let's find area. Now, do you remember how to solve for area? Area, the formula for area is just length times width. Remember, it's just one length and one width. So even though we have 4 numbers here, we only need 2 of them. We need one length, which is this right here. And then we need one width, which is this right here. We can ignore these 2, because we only need one length and one width. So we have 6 is the length times 6, which is the width. And that's how you solve for area. So 6 times 6 equals 36. And then let's go back to the question. Let's see if we solve for it. It says, can you help me find the area and perimeter of her square? The area of her square is 36 inches. And the perimeter of her square is 24 inches. Nice job. Let's go last one. Last one. It says, RJ was doing his schoolwork and he measured a basketball court. Cool. He only measured one length, which is 12 feet long, and one width, which is 9 feet wide. RJ needs your help to figure out the area and perimeter of the basketball court. Now I know RJ is super smart and he probably doesn't need our help, but let's just do it anyway, okay? So the question says, RJ needs your help to figure out the area and perimeter of the basketball court. So we need to solve for area and the perimeter. So let's draw the basketball court again. Draw a basketball court to help them out. We know that it is 12 feet wide and 9 feet long, right? Let's solve for perimeter first, because I feel like you guys might like that one a little bit better. Remember, perimeter is to add all sides. Now, you're probably looking at our picture, we don't have all the sides, but remember, you do. Even though he only measured one length and one width, we know that a basketball looks like a rectangle, right? So that's why you draw a picture. And then with the rectangle, we know that opposite sides are equal. So if this side is 12, this side is also 12. And if this side is 9, this side is also 9 feet wide. Okay? So now let's add up all our sides. We have 12 plus 12, cross them out as I go, equals 24. Then we have 9 plus 9 equals 18. And then we have 24 plus 18 equals 8 plus 4 is 12. Regroup the 1, 42. The perimeter is 42 feet. Remember, the perimeter is the distance around the basketball court. Okay, and then I'm just going to erase this because I don't have much room. Okay, and then now let's look for the area. Area, remember, is a little bit different than perimeter. Area is the space inside, so all this on the inside of it. Area, to find area, we need to do length. Oops. Length times width. Okay? So in this case, we know in the problem, we know that the length is 12 feet long. So we're going to place, and the width is 9 feet long. Remember, we don't need 2 lengths or 2 widths for this one. We just need one length and one width, all right? We can ignore this one and ignore this. So just 9 times 12. And then we would multiply 9 times 12. You can do it any way you like. You can do the box, you can do a butterfly, cross multiplication, whatever you need. In this case, I'll just stack it and do a butterfly. So 9 times 2 is 18. 1, put a plus sign. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Area is 108 feet. So let's see if we answer the problem. RJ needs your help to figure out the area, which is 108, and the perimeter, which is 42, of the basketball court. And we did that. Nice job, everyone. Great job on all your work these past few weeks. You guys did awesome on your quizzes so far. You guys are all on top of it. Remember, don't drive your parents crazy. I know this is a weird time, but try your best. Be creative. Find new fun things at home. Can't wait to talk to you guys again. And bye.